Statements by ministers. Minister of Children and Youth Services.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. November is Adoption Awareness Month, Mr. Speaker, and that's why I'm taking a few minutes today in the Legislature to talk about the importance of linking young people in our province with families and how our government is helping both children and caregivers access support they need to find caring homes. Mr. Speaker, we know that all children and youth need to benefit from the support, security and stability of a safe, loving, committed and permanent family. This is something that every child in our province deserves. And that is why it's our goal to boost the number of children who are in care who can find adoption. And as Minister responsible for Children and Youth Services, it's my job to remove as many barriers as possible, Mr. Speaker, in order to help connect families with children. Last year, our government announced a number of improvements to our provincial adoption system to help them do just that. Many of those improvements have already come into effect, and children and youth in care and their adopted families have started to access those services. We are continuing to increase the stability in the lives of adopted Crown wards and support adoptive families by helping more children and youth find permanent homes, helping adoptive families succeed with post-adoption resources, and recruiting and reducing financial barriers for families who want to adopt. To help more children and youth in care with Children's Aid Societies to find more permanent homes, we'll strengthen the adoption process here in the province of Ontario. And we're doing this, Mr. Speaker, by funding 15 adoption recruiters in partnership with Wendy's Wonderful Kids. The Wendy's Wonderful Kids program focuses on finding homes for historically harder-to-place children, including older Crown wards, siblings, and children and youth with special needs. And starting this month, these recruiters will be on ground in communities right across this great province, and they'll increase our capacity to find permanent homes for these young people. We're also investing in a provincial-wide adoption family support to help children and youth with new families settling comfortably with each other. We're working with Adopt for Life to expand their parent-to-parent support network so more families will have access to parent resources and peer support. This kind of resource, Mr. Speaker, is vital and helpful for families to connect with one another in order to chat about their experiences and shared lessons learned. Through the Adoption Council of Ontario, we are funding specialized training programs for parents who adopt through Children's Aid Societies. The training will give parents the knowledge and skills needed to respond to the challenges they face with their children. These programs will offer the resources and support to families, the supports they need long after the adoption has been finalized. We're also expanding financial supports to reduce financial barriers for families who want to adopt. More families are now benefiting from an expanded targeted subsidies for adopted Crown wards. Our government has extended the Living and Learning Grant to include adopted Crown wards. This is, Mr. Speaker, $500 per month or $2,000 per semester. These are grants to help them with educational expenses in post-secondary education. This change comes as a result of my ministry working closely with the partnership with the Ministry of Advanced Education and Skill Development, and I want to thank the member from that ministry, the minister from that ministry, for her help. We're also extending health and dental benefits to now include adopted Crown wards between the ages of 18 and 24. If they don't have access to drug and dental benefits, they'll have access to these supports in the future. We're also working closely with Indigenous partners to provide culturally appropriate living spaces and supports for children and youth to be close to their communities as possible. That's why we're providing a one-time capital funding amount of $5,000 for customary care recipients to provide safe, secure, and comfortable environments to children and youth, as well as to make home repairs to purchase furniture and other needs that meet the Ministry and Child Wellbeing Society standards. This will help ensure that children are kept close to their homes and communities as possible. Mr. Speaker, with these programs and supports, we're delivering on two commitments. First, to help more children and youth in care of Children's Aid Societies find permanent homes and to make it easier for families in this province to adopt. In Ontario, approximately 1,000 adoptions are completed each year through Children's Aid Societies. With the improvements that we've put in place and that have come into effect this year, we believe that those numbers are going to grow. And I'm proud as a government that we are putting in place these supports to make sure the next generation of young people in the province are set up for success. And it's my goal and my duty as minister responsible for this file to ensure that all children and youth get the supports they need in order to succeed in life. Mr. Speaker, each year we are doing more for children and youth in care, and with ongoing support and with our partners within the child welfare sector, we'll continue to work towards our goal to help these children and youth reach their full potential in a safe and loving family. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you.